So you've probably seen a dozen English lessons or more that teach you the difference between using much versus many, and it probably highlights something similar to this. The lessons teach you that many is used for countable nouns such as books, apples, friends, and to use much for uncountable nouns, things that you can't count, like water, music, time, or money. But wait, I can't count time or money? It sounds confusing, right? Well, don't worry, I'm about to explain why there are exceptions and why even native speakers get them wrong. First, let's quickly go over the difference between much and many. In English, we use much and many to talk about quantity, but they're not the same. Many is used for countable nouns, as I mentioned, things that you can count, like apples, chairs, mistakes, and dollars. So you always say how many apples because you can count the apples, right? Much is used for uncountable nouns, things that you can't count one by one. And that's the important part. You can't count them individually. Things like water, sugar, and money. Yes, money. So in this example, how much money do you have? Because you can't count money. But you can count money, right? Well, in English, you can count dollars and cents, euros, pounds and pence, but you can't count the word money. So money as a whole cannot be counted. You can say, I have $5, but you can't say, I have 5 money. I have many dollars that I counted, but I have much money. The same goes for time, advice, and information. Why? Time cannot be counted, but you can count hours or minutes. So, how much time is left before the flight leaves? And how many minutes are there left before the flight leaves? Because minutes are countable. The same is for advice. You can count pieces of advice, but you can't count advice as a whole. So you can say, you have so much advice to give, or you have many pieces of advice to give. Information is the exact same, but you can count facts. Okay? There is so much information about this topic. There are too many facts to consider. So facts we can count, so we use many, and information is much. So just remember, if you can break something into smaller parts, like coins, dollars, hours, or pieces of, then you can count those parts. But the bigger idea, the whole, money, time, advice, information, it all still stays uncountable. So, which sentence here is correct? How many advice did you get, or how much advice did you get? Can we count advice? Can you say, I received 5 advice? No. You received much advice, or you received many pieces of advice. So the answer is B. How much advice did you get? The next one. How many days are you staying for? Or how much days are you staying for? Can we count days? Of course we can. Can we say 5 days or 10 days? Yes, we can say how many days. So the answer is B. How many days are you staying for? Hopefully you are one step closer to understanding when to use much versus many, as well as understanding the exceptions to the rules.